Okay. Hi, welcome to Quiet Reflections. Today, episode 1 of my podcast. I really want to share how to acceptance to your mental challenges mentally. So, I really want to give you an overview about myself. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder since December 2024. So it's December 2025 right now. So definitely isang taon na. But definitely I want to share that I was started my psychiatrist consultation since February 28, 2022, which is my birthday. So, but I was undiagnosed since 2020. So, pandemic yun. So, syempre nung pandemic, marami nakakaranas sa mga depression, anxiety, something like that. So, I really want to share kung ano ba yung mental health status ko o yung kalagayan ko nung pandemic pa around 2020 to 2021 and how I accept my mental health struggles or my challenges mentally. Yun ang tatalakay natin in today's episode 1 titled Acceptance Through Your Challenges Mentally. So today ngayon kasi I started journaling na. I have a notebook right now. I started journaling my thoughts, my wishes, my manifestations, what I really want to say, my prayers, kasi I really want to have a memories. And also, kasi I really want to have memories that's something like in the future, baka malay mo, I really want to see this in the future na masabi ko, wow, my wishes are already natupad na, or something like that. So, ngayon, I really want to share my experience in pre-pandemic. Ay, nung pandemic. Nung pandemic kasi, uh, hindi ko pa alam na I was dealing depression and anxiety. Madalas akong tumatawa mag-isa. Yes, sensitive to ha, disclaimer. Sensitive tong mga isi-share kong information about you, but hindi ko sasabihin lahat. So, especially for my privacy also. Madalas ako natawa, madalas ako nalulungkot, madalas ako na anxiety or something like that. But hindi ko naman alam na because of that. Because bakit nga ba ako natawa? Because I imagine different things in my mind. You know what? Ang dami kong imagine. I imagining na I studied in Harvard, I studying in Oxford, or something like that. Like, sobrang taas niya. Like, parang hindi siya kapanipaniwala. And I started imagining that I am handsome, I am celebrity, I am model. You know, I was very rich. Ini-imagine ko siyang ganun. So, kaya siguro natawa ako mag-isa. But I was very happy during that time in 2020. But, hindi pala siya normal until my parents see me. Ay, nakita nila kasi pinalo ako nung unang beses ng nanay ko. I want to share this ha. Nung unang beses kasi nagwala ako kasama, nag-aaway kami ng kapatid ko, nagmumura-mura ako. Hindi naman ako nagmumura kasi hindi ako nagmumura. That is the first time na nagmura ako, na narinig ako ng mga kapatid ko na nagmura. As in, nagwala talaga ako. Wala yung nanay ko yun eh. Pagbalik ng nanay ko, pinalo talaga ako ng sobra. Nagwawala ako, tinulak-tulak ko siya. And then, pinalo ko ng nanay ko. Pero hindi yun alam ng kahit na sino. Hindi alam ng parents ko na I was dealing with depression and anxiety until my second na pagpalo sa akin ng pagpalo sa akin. Tatay ko naman yung nagpalo sa akin nun. The reason why na pinalo ako was actually ganun din. Nagwawala-wala ako. As in, nagwawala-wala. You know what? Grabe. Nagmumura-mura. Tinulak-tulak ko yung tatay ko. So, pinalo ako. Until pinagsabihan ako. Pero yung tatay ko kasi, na-observe niya na parang there's something wrong with me. Like, parang you know that, parang yung galit ko hindi normal. Something like that. So, that started na yung tatay ko nag-initiate na they talk to my mother na parang what's wrong with me? So, bakit ganun ako magalit? So, they started talking and they deciding na ay naghanap sila ng doktor na mapagko-consultant ko during the pandemic, during the time that is 2022. Sobrang lala pa ng pandemic. So, ECQ pa ata nun. So, medyo mahigpit pa through mental health because of COVID. But, you know, great, because of God, syempre nagkaroon ako ng psychiatrist. Actually, ang dami doon hinanapan ng parents ko ng psychiatrist. Kung saan lugar pa, kaso ang mahal. So, hindi kaya ng budget. So, nag-stick kami sa medyo mura na psychiatrist, which is 2,000 per check-up. Hindi ko nasasabihin kung saan, but definitely 2,000 per check-up yun. So, that's why I started psychiatrist. Ilang taon din ako nag-psychiatrist with that private psychiatrist. Nung una, parang monthly ako nagpapa-psychiatrist hanggang naging 2 months, something like that. So, yun, ang tagal din. In denial ako, yes. I experienced an in denial stage about my mental health. Until December 2024, I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And because of that, sa tagal-tagal na inintay ko ng diagnosis ko because I was very eager to know what is the problem on me, medyo na-accept ko na siya until na naintindihan ko na what's wrong with me. So, I really want to share paano ako naging stable. Actually, naging stable ako because of medication. So, I really want to encourage all of you that if you are nagpapapsychiatrist kayo or nagpapatherapy kayo, nagpapapsychologist kayo, make sure do it consistently. Kasi kung hindi nyo siya gagawin ng consistently, baka bumalik at bumalik lang yan. For example, ako, how I became stable, marami nagsasabi sa akin ng mga teachers, hindi daw halata sa akin that I had a mental disorder because I was so stable. I was very happy person. Napakamasayahin kong tao. Hindi halata sa akin na I was dealing with that kind of mental health struggles. Although I know to myself na wala akong struggles. Although I have mental disorder, but I don't see it as a struggle. I see it as ay pagsubok lamang, not a struggle. Diba? Pag sinabi kasi nasa struggle, parang medyo negative. But, pag pagsubok lang, kakayanin lang to. Medyo kaya-kaya. So, diba? So, I encourage you to continue your medication consistently. Kung araw-araw yan, araw-araw to be able for you to function properly, to be stable. So, kung makikita nyo ba yung image ko right now, I was very stable. Nakikita mo yung mukha ko, I was very happy. It looks like, sabi mo naman nagsasabi na magaan daw yung mukha ko because, you know, I was very happy. So, my second question na I prepared with this podcast, paano ko natanggap yung bipolar disorder ko? Again, katulad nga ng sinabi ko, I was waiting for so long with this diagnosis. I think 2 years, 3 years ata ako nag-wait for this diagnosis until it came. Until nalaman ko yung diagnosis ko, and I understand na what is the problem on me? Why I experience depression? Why I experience this? Because hindi ko alam kung nakakaranas ba ako ng depression or nakakaranas ako ng anxiety. But today, nalaman ko na that I'm bipolar. So, medyo natanggap ko na siya. Another thing, paano ko siya natanggap is that hindi ko siya tinignan as a disorder. Tinignan ko siya as a blessing kasi I feel like siguro maraming blessing, like I was very happy because of my disorder, very dreamy ako, marami ako ini-imagine. And because of that, parang yung positivity, it reflects on me. Like, parang very positive thinking ako. I was very confident. Like, parang the manifestation was, palagi siya nagkakatotoo. Something like that. Parang nagkakatotoo siya because I was so positive. I always dream. I was very dreamy. That's why it was a blessing for me. It reflects on me. I was very positive. And also, I had a good dream talaga na pangarap sa buhay. So there's something like that. So it's a blessing for me. So if you really want to accept your mental health, don't see it as a struggle. Look what are the positives in that struggle. So wag kayong magsa-self-pity. Always, wag kayong magsa-self-pity. Try yourself to be, look what is the good side of it. The third thing, how to be positive. Diba? How to be positive nga ba? Siyempre, how to be positive. For me, positivity or the positive thinking was very hard to understand. No? Kasi sobrang hirap ng intindihan. How to be positive thinking. Pero, if we really want... Okay. Grabe, no? Grabe. Kaya natin yan. Kaya natin yan. Kaya natin yan. The positive thinking. Para maging positive thinking tayo. Change the way you think. Baguhin nyo yung the way kayo mag-isip to be able for you to be positive. Huwag kayong maging nega. Baguhin nyo yung isip nyo. Kasi kayo lang naman ang makakapagpabago sa isip nyo. Kayo lang din ang kumokontrol sa isip nyo. That's why change the way you think. Pag nabago niyo the way nyo mag-isip, mababago nyo din ang buhay nyo. Naiintindihan ba? Thank you!